Acting's all about honesty. If you can fake that, you've got it made. Those were the words of legendary actor George Burns. Politicians are actors. You come off as fake, and you don't get a sequel. Kamala Harris is trying to fake her way into another movie, and they're producing it for her.
She's a chameleon. She pretends to be one thing in front of one audience. She pretends to be something different in front of another audience. Look, Dana, she's not running a political campaign. She's running a movie. She only speaks to voters behind a teleprompter. Everything is scripted.
The media is trying to produce a Kamala Harris Cinderella story and pretending no one notices the soundtrack, costumes, and props.
The entire Kamala Harris campaign has been organic. And so now we're...
What? Organic. This is the literal most manufactured presidential campaign ever. She didn't even run.
It's
the opposite of organic. If you believe that, I got it.
No doubt.
The script's already stale. The jump for joy could be heading back to earth, the Wall Street Journal says. Quote, many inside the Harris camp believe they can ride the magic carpet of left-leaning media bias. But Cinderella stories get stale fast in our social media-driven, short attention span world. And when they do, the media looks quickly for the counter-narrative. The worm always turns. When it does, no reporter wants to be left behind. Reporters are worrying because the DNC didn't move the needle. Morning consult, Harris gets no boost from Democratic convention. YouGov poll, no bounce for Harris. Street vendors in New York City say they can't sell Kamala hats.
So I see you have a Trump hat, but there's no Kamala hat. Where do you get the hats from, and why only Trump?
Yeah. Porque las gorras de Kamala no se venden tanto como las de Trump, y only for the business.
So the Trump hats sell more in New York?
Yeah, the people buy more Trump hats.
MAGA hats are selling in Manhattan, but Kamala merch is collecting dust? Well, it makes sense because Kamala can't even sell herself. After the convention, nominees barnstormed the battlegrounds, but Kamala took the week off. Today, she talked to high school students at band practice.
Our country is counting on you, all of you. You are leaders. By the very fact that you all are here in this room, doing what you do at this incredible school, doing it as one big team, understanding all of the different parts that fit together to create a team.
Imagine that for 4 years. I don't know if she realizes it, but most high school kids can't vote. And where'd the crowds go? Same thing happened in 2019. She made a big splashy entrance, huge crowds, adoring media, and once voters focused on her, she fizzled out. We're watching the fizzle. Kamala peaked last week and hasn't won a single news cycle since RFK endorsed Trump. She's getting cooked by Republicans, and the media can't defend her because they don't know what she believes, and neither does the Harris campaign. They stole no tax on tips, build the wall, and now Kamala says she's not for electric car mandates, even though she just said she was.
Will everyone have to drive electric cars?
Well, by my plan, by 2045, we will have basically zero-emission vehicles only, 100%.
The media is asking the Kamala Harris campaign why she keeps changing positions, and the Kamala Harris campaign can't even answer.
The vice president has changed her position on fracking in Pennsylvania. Do you know why she's changed her position?
Listen, I mean, she's been very clear here. She's proud of the work that she's done as a part of this administration, making sure that American energy production is at an all-time high.
But on fracking, was there something that changed her mind, specifically during the 4 years of the Biden presidency?
No, listen, again, the vice president is very proud of the Biden-Harris administration's record on energy production and the economy writ large.
He gave the same answer both times, which was nothing. The media is more confused with the Harris people than they are with the Biden people, because at least Biden knew his own policies. So how's the media supposed to defend the Harris campaign if the Harris campaign can't even defend themselves?
Unrealized gains, taxing unrealized gains just doesn't seem fair in any sense of the word. In the very best sense, if you are taxing unrealized gains, all you're doing is pulling forward the taxes that would be paid later when someone actually sells the stock.
I think that this reaction to unrealized gains is a little funny, given that I bet that the majority of people watching right now are already paying a tax on unrealized gains. It's called a property tax.
Property tax.
When the value of your home goes up,
That's an old.
It's a use tax.
when the value of your home goes up, you
schools.
pay higher taxes even if you
And
don't sell your home.
your value of your home never moves the way
Not the
a stock
same.
moves, the way something
That's
else
always the
moves that you
go-to
don't sell.
answer.
It's also, property tax is a use tax. You're paying for the schools, you're paying for emergency services. Those are things that make absolute sense.
These Kamala surrogates are well-paid professional spinners, and they're getting roasted on cable. They're getting laughed at and eye-rolled out of the studio like it's their first time on TV because they don't know what they're talking about. They just hide, plagiarize Trump's policies, and think nobody's going to notice.
The president called me and he said, you know, the crazy thing is, JD, that Kamala Harris, she's pretending that she agrees with us on everything. And if you look at her campaign the past week and a half, she pretends that she agrees with Donald J. Trump on every issue. She is running a copycat campaign. And I said, Mr. President, I think I figured out what's going on. She wants my job. She's realizing that they don't have any chance. She's going to ditch Tim Walz, and she wants to run alongside Donald Trump. She's pretending she agrees with you on everything. But we can't let her pretend, ladies and gentlemen. We have to remind people of the real record.
Trump's the victim of identity theft. He should lock her up when he wins. And Biden's so unpopular, Harris doesn't want anything to do with him. After the coup, they made Biden take a 20-day vacation, so no one remembers Kamala as his VP. It's hard to forget, since Kamala was border czar, bragging about Bidenomics and how she was the last one in the room with Joe before he left Afghanistan. Kamala's been devastated by JD all week. He's running around the Rust Belt, taking her apart, and the media can't defend her because everything Vance says is true. So Politico covered it this way. Vance tries to tether Harris to Biden during Michigan rally. The media is arguing Harris isn't a part of the Biden-Harris administration. Well, why would they do that if Joe belongs on Mount Rushmore, right? Shouldn't Kamala be proud to be his VP? A month ago, Democrats were not proud that Kamala was VP, remember?
5 weeks ago, she was known as a joke. She was known as a terrible vice president. Laughed at, scoffed at. They wanted him out, but they didn't want her. They would have done anything to get anybody on the list. You know, they had a list of 10 people. And they put her on the list, and she came in 11th. She was the last on the list. Then all of a sudden, they realized that's not going to be politically acceptable. They didn't want to do it. They didn't have the guts to make that move. And they ended up with her. And then the fake news media, of course, got right behind her.
Her handlers don't even trust her to survive a softball CNN interview. So Coach Walz is going to chaperone tomorrow night at 9.
I think it's incredibly weak sauce to show up with your running mate. The fact that they don't have enough confidence in her to let her sit herself, the actual top of the ticket, and do a single interview. In fact, I think the hand-wringing and the gyrations over this over the last month show a troubling lack of confidence in her political ability, which also makes you wonder as a voter, well, what kind of president would you be if this kind of a small-time decision, can we do an interview or not, what does that look like for your decision-making process?
A lady who holds a mock dinner party to prepare for a dinner party cannot be commander-in-chief. Insecure and riddled with anxiety is not the way you want to walk into the most stressful job in the world. Being president isn't a dress rehearsal.
I will tell you, I was in band when I was your age. It requires a whole lot of rehearsal, a whole lot of practice, long hours, right? Sometimes you hit the note, sometimes you don't.
Kamala's a nervous wreck who can't be trusted with the nuclear codes. This job's not for her. The only actor that can be president's Reagan. So rip up the script. The real Kamala likes outer space. She likes Venn diagrams, Stevie Wonder, and school buses. She likes to laugh. She's not into policy. She doesn't know anything about it. The first time she took the bar exam, she failed. She thought you put gas in an electric car. She's been riding all around in a bus all day in Georgia with Tiananmen Tim, high-fiving and hugging kids who can't vote. Is the bus electric? No. She's against electric buses now. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.